Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited about today. Well, I'm always excited about it because I'm here on YouTube connecting with you guys and really having fun using my traveler's notebook system to make sure my life is all in place, all together and organized. But the cool part about the fun things I do here is I do make a lot of fun things with all of the supplies I have incoming, which includes the Cocoa Daisy March Where the Breeze Begins. What I have already started is this, I made a little folio and it's just so cute. It is like a little house I made out of the papers from the Creative Kit. Now, I don't have a long form video of that here on this channel. That is over on Patreon, but there always will be a short here. So if you're ever wondering how I kind of put things together, you'll see that somewhere on my channel at some point. That I also have set up my March dashboard right here in my sterling ink, and I love the cream colored paper, kind of like just really goes so well with this kit. But I do need to set up my traveler's notebook for the month of March. So I thought maybe you guys would like to come and see. So my thought process with March is I've already have February set up and ready to go. I might make some adjustments, but as I'm moving into my new year, I'm noticing what I need and what I need to change. And so that comes into the header of using this planner kit as like a little jumping off point for all the things that I need to get ready for my traveler's notebook. Now, I don't necessarily need to do these things, but I'm finding that the way I'm planning has changed. Now, you all know that if you've been here long enough, I always seem to get the standard size traveler's notebook, which hasn't changed whatsoever. In the January and in February, I have altered the pages. So for this though, what I'm planning to do is actually just kind of adjust them just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to move forward. So through the process of working through the first few weeks of the new year, I've noticed that where I'm planning and where I'm jotting down ideas is different. So how I've noticed it was different is the stripe pages, really I am so dependent on. I love to write my schedule here, and I love to make sure I have like a weekly dashboard with all of the information. Now with my sterling ink that I am using, I am finding that either I'm duplicating information from to the dailies, or I don't see the whole week as a whole picture. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and move this off to the side and get started. And I've dismantled this just enough where it has all of the pages here that are just those plain notebook papers. I do over here have the dashboard page here, but I also have all of the weekly pages here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these weekly pages and I'm going to slice all of them except the last one, which is the monthly calendar. I'm gonna move that off to the side. Now that I have those cut just like this, I wanna make a backer board for them. So I'm gonna take some of these kit papers, and this ideally is my thought is I'm going to be using these in conjunction with a backer board, and this will be the place that will be my bookmark for the entire month. So I need to pick a backer board that would accommodate that. I'm going to go ahead and trim this for just 1/8 of an inch past here, and so it will be the right and perfect width. Okay, and so instead of having 4 separate bookmarks, I think what I'm planning to do is to come up with a way of attaching these. If I had 2 brads, that would work great. I'm just gonna punch a hole here and a hole here, and then I'm going to loop some ribbon through it. And so it'll be a nice little placard that I can have right here. And then when I'm done with the week, I can take it off and put it elsewhere. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sure it's going to work out just fine. I don't know how much length I'm gonna need, so I'll just take that much. Probably gonna ask me, did I measure? And the answer is no. Should I have measured? Yes, because I can already tell I'm a little bit off, but it's going to be fine. Now, because I'm going to attach these extra note pages to here, this is my bookmark with my tending list that I'm using in the month of January. I'm going to do the same thing here, but I want to trim off just enough off the edge where the tending list is not going to have any issues at all. So we'll just trim this edge off here. And I'm going to grab these yet once again. And this is going to go on this back side. So I'm going to mark these holes right now and get those cut. Now I'm just going to make sure these are lined up where I want them. And I'm going to use my hole punch and get those punched here. Now with the front and the back pages together, these are going to go right here. And those are on the back side. I can use my ribbon. So I'm going to go down from the front. I'm going to go put this one back through the hole. This one back through this hole. All right, that works so good. It looks good too. And then they are just fine. I'm just going to trim these edges off here. Now with the papers flapping every which way, what I was thinking about doing is getting this, this is a self-adhesive pocket. I'm just going to lift this up and put this under here right at the bottom. Put it all the way to the side as possible. And then I can put these in the pocket so they'll stay where they're supposed to. So I just finished getting all of my numbers on all my weeks. So this is almost all set up and ready to go. Just need my little brass clip on the edge. Don't know where it is. All right, so there we go. I've got that's all ready and set up, ready to go. So now we've got all of our extra pages for our booklet. We're gonna do something a little fun with it. Let's go ahead and put all those pages back together. This one was the front cover that goes here. And then these were the interior pages that go in the inside. And now I have my own separate booklet that we can make a cover for, and making this kind of like a great place to jot notes, etc., and have an extra calendar if I wanted to map things out for activities. I like to keep my activities in a separate spot. I think it clouds up the front of my, let me show you my Sterling ink. We've got these monthlies in the Sterling ink, and use it for all of our little events like soccer practice, etc. And then I'll use this one as kind of like an overview for special events, tournaments and whatnot. So because I don't like the way that this is, but I'm happy to use that right here in this notebook. And that way I've got my monthly, my daily, and my weekly all separate, so I can have them all out at the same time, and things will work so much smoother. We've got 2 pieces of paper left. Well, I should say 2.5, because we only used half of that other one. I love this one. I love this one so much. I think that's what I want to start with. I'm going to go ahead and trim this to size. I don't think I want any pockets or anything, so I'll just go ahead and trim that to a normal standard size traveler's notebook. And since I'm not going to be using this straight page for this Monday through Sunday, I have always enjoyed using some of the deco stickers and just kind of creating my little own whimsy on the edge. Sometimes I use some die cuts too, and it just kind of works itself out in a way where it covers it up and you don't even know that it was a page that was meant for for an agenda. So that's a nice little fun page now that I've covered that up. Now that we've got the striped pages done, let's do something with the front cover. I'm just gonna clip this together until it decides it wants to cooperate for a little while. There's many different options. I was thinking maybe like something with a sticky notes on the front. We could just make it purely decorative and just do let yourself bloom where you are. That looks good. I think it looks good anywhere. I like it like that, to be honest. What does it look like when we have a sticky note underneath it? Just to accent it just a little bit. I don't mind that whatsoever. I think it makes it pop just a little bit. That's a beautiful little cover. Let's add a little bit of fun, whimsy to the front cover. We should do the bunting here, or this bunting. I like the solid die cut. Let's do the sticker. I think bunting is literally the hardest sticker to ever put on because you got to think about where it starts and where it's headed. So there's my bunting. That looks beautiful in the corner. Let's add one little sticker here as a breakup of that there. Now for the bottom part here, I was thinking about just putting various assortments of houses, just kind of would be like a neighborhood. So let's go ahead and use a bunch of stickers and die cuts in that capacity. I think it would look super fun to have just like a little neighborhood down here. I know there's one piece of paper that has all of the houses lined up. I think it's actually in the washi tape book that is in the stationery kit. Let's put this one here. Little neighborhood, and then we'll put this tree in between. And then a planter box in this edge here. And I think our cover is done. Isn't that pretty? Love that cover. Okay, so now last thing we need to do is make a cover for my Sterling Ink Financial. That's this one right here. I have pocket in the front. I always have to have a pocket on the inside. And this one also has a pocket here, but I need one pocket at least. So I have my date dots and my credit card stickers. And so let's use this last piece for that. And instead of cutting one edge off, I'm going to leave it open and then fold it. I think that would be a lot of help in the at least in that department. We'll have one pocket at least. So that's how I do that. And it doesn't have to be, I'm just gonna take some quick adhesion and just do these edges here. I don't need a full length pocket. I just need one for these right here. And while I'm at it, I might as well do one for the other side as well. It would be fun to have just a tone on tone with the financials right there. Let's put a little forced floor here on the front cover, on the corner. Okay, now we've finished all of our covers for all of our TNs and a bookmark that's going to make us very successful in March. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time with this quick little project, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.